Blessings, blessings, blessings. Blessings, everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down2earthpodcast. Yo, today we got a special guest coming on. Straight from the west coast of Canada, we got Storm Goring. Yeah, Storm Goring coming through the Down to Earth podcast season 2. Bless up, everybody. Gonna play some music for you. While we wait. Yep. For everybody out there, bless up. Storm Goring. That's how we doing it. Check it out. Live and direct. Bless up URP Radio. My sponsor. Yeah. DJ Denise. Yeah. With the rah-rah, never want war. Ladies want me, what they came for. Yeah, that's Storm Goring, straight from Van City, the West Coast, coming through. Yep, it's like lunchtime down there right now, but we're gonna be blessing it up. Great artists coming from the West Coast. Yep, Vancouver's only Storm Goring. Yep. Bless up DJ Denise, yeah. And bless up to all the sponsors of the Down to Earth podcast, Homeboy Clothing, Silk Vodka, Chill City, yeah, Rhodes Art, Everybody Cities, yeah, bless up. He's going to be coming through on that spaceship. Check it out, check it out. Share the live. Everybody, early Down to Earth podcast later on. We got URP Radio coming through. Yep, 7 p.m. Eastern time, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Gonna keep playing some music. Much respect. She finally say one more time. I ain't the one to lie to you, shawty. I ain't the mother guys. They ain't how to blind for that shit. She finally say one more time. Yeah. Much respect. Did you save it? Shawty, when I hit that phone, what was you playing? Let's play something else. Storm Goring coming through on that spaceship on the Down to Earth podcast. Yeah. Live and direct on IG. Right on time, coming through on the universe. Storm Goring. Check it out. URP Radio, bless up. Van City to the 6, yeah. Rising star, straight from Van City, yeah, coming up through on the spaceship, yeah, right on time. We got connecting, yeah, much respect, King.
Hey.
Bless up, man.
How you doing, brother?
I always say this to everybody, introduce yourself to the universe, to those who may not know who you are. Storm Goring.
Yes, sir. I go by the name of Storm Goring. Originally, I was born in Toronto, actually, but raised in Barrie from, I want to say, 6 years old till about 21, and then I moved out here to Vancouver, actually.
So you're from up here, really? Original?
Yeah, yes,
Original.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. But I'm hearing the music. So, yo, how has it been, the transition going to the West from over here?
I can't lie. It's been, well, so initially, like, it's kind of like, it's a leap of faith kind of thing, because I only really knew a couple friends out here, and they moved out here from Barrie as well, so it was kind of just like a new beginning kind of thing. But it was fun, though, because it forced me to get out of my comfort zone, and in turn now it's like I don't even want to be in my comfort zone anymore. So it's
That's
cool.
true.
It's real cool.
Yeah, you're from up north like me. You're up north, boy. I'm from
Yes, sir.
Vaughan, up that way. Yeah, man,
Yes,
straight up.
sir. Okay, okay, I
But
see
yo,
you.
tell me now, like I hear the music. It's a masterpiece. Soon as I go on it, I'm saying I'm listening to everything.
Hey, I
Not too
appreciate
much
that.
artists you can listen to. You can't hear it. Listen to everybody's catalog and say, hey, like I'm listening to everything, right?
Hmm.
Good quality music. I'm just telling the universe that, right? So how long have you been doing your music seriously for? Like,
Um, to be honest, it hasn't really been like so like last year around May, that's when I really started to take it seriously. Like I stopped putting songs out on SoundCloud and everything, just started going like Spotify only really. And now if it's like if I'm
mm-hmm,
dropping on my SoundCloud, it's just remixes kind of thing. But to be honest, I
that,
started writing when I was like 13 years old and I turned 26 this year. So, it's a process. And trust me, it wasn't always like my lyrics weren't always on point. Like I was writing some stupid stuff to begin with, but those
yeah.
things are part of getting to where you want to be, you know?
So tell me, Storm, how's the scene down there treating you down in Van City? Because I know
Oh,
the six is a lot of politics.
yeah, exactly. So honestly, over here, that's another reason why it's like it's refreshing because there's not a lot of like it's safe. Like that's the number one thing. Like you're not getting
Mm,
into any like beefs with anybody at shows unless that's what you're looking for, you
yeah,
know. And of
yeah,
course, there are certain people and certain energies out there that really want to move like they have ops and whatnot, but it's like for the
yeah,
most part, like you could get along with everybody out here, you know?
yeah.
So,
I noticed that it's a good place to network in music if you're from Canada. I would say, right? It's like
yeah.
The LA of Canada. I would call it.
Yeah, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
always say that because one, like I'm gonna show you right now, like outside, bro, it's just straight ain't no snow over here, you
Sunny.
know? So I can't, like
Ah.
it's lit, you know? So
Mm.
thinking about it, I'm just like maybe that's why a lot of people in Ontario and Toronto are real mad because they gotta deal with these long ass winters and stuff. And it's cold too, so that could do a lot
Yeah.
to your mentality, but to be honest, I find it's great out here because, everybody's real relaxed too because the weed that people are smoking out here is different. So I don't know if that plays a role
I
into
know.
it,
I
but
know.
yeah, yeah,
Of course, of course. Van City always had the known since I was a teenager that it had the best one. That's the best. That's our like cat. That's our
yeah,
Cali bud. That's our
yeah.
Cali bud. You call it like that.
Yes,
So
sir.
yo, do you have a new project? What's your recent project? I hear Heartstrings and I'm hearing all this
Um,
music. You have like a big catalog.
yeah, that actually all came out like between the months of May 2020 to December. But the most recent
Mhm.
one was Think They'll Remember, which is just like a 4 song hip hop EP actually. Because I realized
Ah.
like I was talking to my boy, his name is produced by Ack, or actually no, it's Call Me Ack on Instagram. Y'all check him out. But he's an up and coming producer from the Toronto area too, actually. But it's ironic how we linked up too, and it's an organic thing because I didn't really have an engineer like or really a studio that I went to coming to Vancouver, like I had to start from scratch. But pretty much I just bought like just a couple like studio monitors, whatever. And next thing you know, I'm on Instagram and I see just a mutual friend like put out a song produced by this guy. And so I reach out
Mhm.
and then just an organic connection, he's a real one. And then he ended up mixing a couple of tracks for me. And then fast forward to 2 years later, we really started working like seriously. And now it's just kind of organic vibe. So everything I put out is just I'm hitting literally just a space bar recording, just literally my bridge, my choruses, whatnot, and then I'm sending it off to him, and it's just magic after that.
It's facts, yo. Would you
Yeah.
describe your style? Like you do you have like different? I hear different genres. The hip hop. I hear the R&B.
Oh
All
man,
types of things.
I honestly I feel like it's well just because coming from that Toronto area, it's like a mixing pot, right? Like, and my parents are from Guyana, so when I was growing up, I was
Respect.
I was hearing a lot of like soca, and I remember coming to Caravana a couple times, like when I was real young, and seeing people winding up and everything, and I was like, this is a vibe. So like
Mm.
growing up, it kind of just went to when I got my first iPod, I was putting just straight Drake and Lil Wayne on it, Young Money, um, and then after that, I kind of just went back to my roots, you know, like my mom used to listen to vinyls of like Sade, um, Michael Jackson, like every weekend, you know, so I'm waking up to this stuff. And then I feel like in turn that just kind of blended into my music. So you'll hear me go from songs like Good Love on a dance hall vibe to um, verbal sex, you know, where I'm trying to serenade, you know,
Mm.
somebody. And then on that project, VC in
That's
the
so.
Six is just a straight like rap project, you know, so it's really all over the place.
Mm.
And then in the
Yeah,
future,
man.
like I can't get too into it, but you're gonna hear some pop sounds and you know, like I'm trying to be far from one dimensional.
That's true. You don't want to put yourself in a box.
Hmm.
That's I believe the evolution of an artist. You can never, especially these days, to separate yourself from the bunch. You got to just try different things. You can't just be
Exactly.
in one genre. You know, to survive, right? Someone's
Hmm.
asking a question. Let me see what they asking. They say, "Patience is a virtue. Hope you're doing well, my man. It must be one of your brethren then."
Yeah, honestly, I've
uh,
been I've been reading this while I'm talking to you, and it's making me like
mm,
kind of stop and think for a second. But yeah, honestly, it's a cool feeling because a lot of these people that are checking in here too is just people that I met when I came to Vancouver, and it's like
mm,
it's you got to start from scratch, you know, like you don't have that reputation of oh you're a cool kid from high school or whatever, like you know maybe I should mess with him, maybe I shouldn't. It's literally just they're coming off of a brand new vibe. Like if you're lit, then you know people are gravitating towards that. If not, then you
another
know.
question. Another question. Storm Gorin, I'm trying to I don't know about that.
Nah, wildin', wildin'.
Yeah,
Chill.
yeah, they're wilding, man. So yo,
uh,
what do you think about Canadian? How you feel about the scene? I would say Canadian hip hop, but just music for us all through the board. How it's going
um,
right now?
there are actually a lot of artists that are making sounds like really wavy artists, like um, and like I almost want to say my opinion's biased, but I'm listening to a lot of artists from Toronto area, like
Mm,
but the thing is, like, unfortunately, like myself, we all had to leave the area to really do our thing and make our own sounds. But an artist like Jacoy, um, he's out in California right now, I
I
think.
know,
He
I
just
know what
dropped
you're
a
talking
song with
about.
Fabulous actually, and that song is heavy.
Ah, gotta
Um,
look that up.
Northside Benji, he's doing his thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting his UK money too. So it's like everybody just had to leave just to, you know,
You see,
make it work. Because you know, like we
that's
said earlier, the politics.
You know what you said? There's facts. If people really want to know the blueprint, all those artists you're talking about, including Pressa, look
Hmm.
where they're at right now.
Yeah,
Look where they go to. It's not just
exactly.
here. You can't. It's good, yeah. Toronto's bubbling, yeah. Everything's bubbling, but you gotta network with people outside, right?
Hmm.
Like for me myself as an artist, and I'm an older brethren, I always networked with Americans. That was me
Hmm.
before. Like a market, I stick to it. Like LA, like a lot of people is feeling me in LA, so I just
Yeah.
stick to that. And right
Hmm.
now, it's just recently I'm networking with people from Toronto. I tell you, even
Okay.
though I'm from here, it's just
Yeah.
recently. So you got to do something, go through a door to go get through a door sometimes. You
Hmm.
get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you're doing, going to from here to BC. And I see great things for you because I'm hearing all this music, good quality music. Ladies, gentlemen, listen to it. All types of, cultures will listen to it. Great
Hmm.
music. So I'm going to ask you, when's your last performance? When did you do your last?
Honestly, it was literally like I want to say like a year ago
Mm,
today actually. We did like one of my boys, shout out to Lebo Tracks. He again, he's from the States, Washington, like tri-state area, and
mm,
like we linked up through Instagram. Like he just called me one day, and then we just chopped it up for a little bit. Next thing you know, like bro, he's a real one. Like he stayed at my house for, you know, a minute, and we just made a bunch of moves, and he really taught me a lot about networking. You know, because before like I was like if you met me in high school, like I was a real like to myself, like I'm observing how people move, like I'm not really talking too much. But he taught me a lot about networking, whereas like when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
this artist thing, it's like go out there, you could just put your phone in somebody's hand, with your Instagram open, and they're gonna hit you or whatever, and then you can just talk to them, whatever. But it's easy, like it's real easy, but you gotta like kind of step out of your comfort zone. And after I did that,
That's
it was
true.
like, okay, let's keep it going, keep it going. So big person
That's
to have
true.
around me, but yeah, he came through. We hosted a show, or he hosted a show, and then I did a quick 10-minute set, and yeah, and then yeah, Urban the Raid, yo, we also had a house party
Yeah.
concert because I used to live in like this pretty big house. Fortunately, like my boys, like four of us, no, three of us from the Bay Area actually all moved out here. So like we had a
Mm.
big house, and then next thing you know, we're like, yo, let's host a house party because we're thinking about it, and we're getting tired of going to these venues and doing concerts there
Yeah.
because you have restrictions there, like you have stage managers kicking, like I was just getting fed up. Like I got kicked off stage one time, um, and honestly, I was getting mad about it because I'm like, people are spending money to come see you perform, and I
Yeah.
get it. Like you want me to stay in like a 20-minute time frame, but it's like if people are yelling, like chanting whatever, it's like I'm gonna keep going because
Yeah.
we literally have until 2 a.m. and it's 11 o'clock right now. So whatever, they kicked me off the stage, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing shows with you guys anymore. So it's like, let's do our own shows, and then we did that house party, and shit went mad. It was cool.
Let's see what questions we got here. Someone says, "Hi, Storm." Oh, okay, it's a lady. Yeah.
What's up, CC? These
So,
girls
yo, tell me about your latest visuals. What you put out? Like, I know it looks like you got a couple of them. You got a couple
Yeah,
of them still.
we
Good
well,
quality.
yeah, last year we shot a lot of videos too. COVID really gave me some time to focus in on what I really wanted to do in life, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm not, because like normally by the day I'm bartending, and like I don't really want to be in that like industry for too long because a lot of times you have people trying to tell you, give you life advice, and they're drinking,
Yeah.
so it's like they don't know you
Yeah.
and they're drinking, and it's like, where, like, who are you to tell me this? So I don't know. I was like,
Yeah.
let me just do what I love to do. And then that's when I really started locking
Yeah,
in.
man.
And then it was like, things like people talk about law of attraction and manifesting stuff, but things just started to fall into place.
Yeah, man. It's going good, man. Because I see it. I know 100%. After we come off the spaceship, a lot of people from the six are everywhere. It's going to be checking for Storm Goring. Trust me. Everybody want to be. Trust me.
I hope
Because
so.
yo, let me tell you something. I search for music all the time like a treasure, and
Mm.
like I listened to your main tracks, but I was listening to more and digging, and I'm saying it's pure quality, right? So a lot of
Thank you.
people, they're gonna be hearing all types of stuff, what's hitting them, right? And
Mm.
then like they're gonna want to be, like I say, on the bandwagon of like Storm Goring. But
Yeah.
it's a good thing for you. It's a good thing for you. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
for me, it's a good thing for me too
That's why
because
I'm
it's a bless.
I'm glad that you did your digging too, because I find a lot of times like well, for instance, like some of my recent posts, like I've been posting about like visuals that we shot a couple weeks ago, and I might give you those
Mm,
visuals maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but um it like people were just like commenting being like, yo, this song's fire, whatever, but I'm like, you guys don't know this song's already out. It's been out for a year. Like I wrote it 2 years ago, like it's old now. So
mm-hmm.
that's why I'm just excited for people to hear like this new stuff that I'm working on. Even though like
Right.
I don't have any plans on dropping it anytime soon, but you know, just because I
Well,
think like you did your digging, I feel like a lot of people need to do their digging too, because I really put a
it's true,
lot of
and
time in these lyrics.
I got some help from URP Radio up in Van City since we linked up. Yeah, trust me.
Okay, they've been showing me a
Yeah,
lot of love too. Yeah, shout out to them for
yeah.
sure.
DJ Denise and everything. Yeah, man, for
Mhm.
sure. But I'm always looking out for artists, yo. Wag, I don't know who that is, man.
Wagwan,
But
wagwan.
yeah, man, URP Radio, they're putting it down for the Canada and the West Coast, yo.
Yeah,
So yeah,
100.
100. They're loving the music, and other people, hopefully, you all will be loving the music. Now, like,
Mm.
I would ask you, who's your top I say from Canada now. Maybe I could say from everywhere. The top 6 MCs of all time for you.
Damn. Oh shit. Okay. So first I'm saying Pac. I love Tupac and really just his work ethic, you know, because he was
Mm.
always working like he knew tomorrow wasn't a given. And I actually have him up on my wall right there actually.
Mm-hmm.
But
Work
Pac,
ethic, yeah.
Pac, of course. Who else am I putting in there?
Hard.
Yeah. People might get mad about this one, but I've been listening to Tory for a long time, like since this man was rapping on like
Don't matter.
wooden beads and stuff like that. But I fuck with Tory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who else? I've been listening to. Damn, it's tough because I listen to a lot of R&B more so than.
So pick them too. Don't
Okay,
matter.
okay.
Top 6.
I love Ty Dolla Sign. That man's a rock star.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, he's good.
you throw Roddy Ricch in there. Oh, and
Mm-hmm.
Jack Harlow. He's impressive too. I feel like a lot of people have been
I
sleeping
gotta
on
check
him.
him out.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, check him out.
And then
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Day. I watched. He's a
Never
R&B
heard of.
singer. Yeah, he's really nice too. But I watched
Mm-hmm.
his there's this YouTube channel called NPR and they do like little like tiny desk
Yeah,
concerts.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
check that out when you get a chance. Lucky Day on there he's nice. Real
Lucky day.
talented. Yeah.
So you know what you describe your generation perfect because you say 26, and I'm listening to the mixture what you got, the R&B what you got, and then you put Pac the work ethic, and Pac
Yeah.
is one of the greats still. So
hmm
I'm seeing the fusion into Storm Goring, and that is something still like I ask people about the top 6, they don't have that type of fusion what you got there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Tupac
A lot
though,
of
they
people
might say Tupac, but they
new
don't have
school.
that fusion. So you
hmm
all these questions. I don't know. I can't get
Yeah.
it right now. But yo,
It's
you want to tell the people if you want to tell the universe if you got like a website or what you got coming up? You got any new videos, new music, merch?
yeah, I would definitely just tell them to make sure you guys keep checking that link in my bio because on my bio on my Instagram because that's where you'll find like my links to every streaming service that there is to offer really like if you use Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, whatever, that's where you'll go to
Mm-hmm.
find my pages on everything. And then really just make sure you hit that follow button because I'm trying to not really say when I'm dropping music just because I feel like if I
Yeah,
say that, then like I build like I don't want to say put pressure on myself, but I put like a little
yeah,
anticipation out there that I don't really want to put out there in the world right now. Just because
yeah.
with this COVID time, I'm like I can't really market the way I want to do it. Like I want to fly around and
It's true.
meet people, get in the studios
Mm-hmm.
with different artists and stuff like that. And I feel like
Facts.
last year it was kind of just like I put out maybe 12 songs, 14 total, like 2 different collabs and 12
Mm.
songs. And a lot of that is still like songs that people don't even know about yet. So I'm like, when they do their research like you did, that's when I'll get into some new stuff.
Yeah, man. They'll be doing their research right now. They'll be doing
Yeah,
their research.
fingers crossed.
Everybody out there, they'll be so you want to tell the people, so you got your Spotify, you got your YouTube channel, and like you got any merch planning in the
Uh,
future?
honestly, right now, like I've been doing a lot of like photo shoots with different clothing brands and stuff like that. So I think something like that could definitely happen because I mean, if we're already working together, it makes sense for me to get a little line or something going, and then when it
Mm.
comes to these shows, I can wear that. The company can pull up and then sell their merch at the show and stuff like that. So yeah, I think something like that could definitely happen. Like you giving me ideas right now.
Trust me, I always for giving people ideas all the time. But like I said, I love helping artists. And after we come off the spaceship, I keep promoting. And to me, you're like a jewel in Canada because I'm listening to the music right now. And
Hmm.
hopefully the people out there, they're watching. And I know they're watching. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, definitely.
Storm Goring, much respect for coming on the Down to Earth podcast.
I appreciate
And
you
yo,
having me, brother.
you're a great artist, and we must keep in touch from the east to the west or whatever, you know?
Let's bridge the gap 100%. And keep
Yeah,
doing what you're
man.
doing. This is a great platform for sure. I love it.
Respect, man. Respect.
Mhm.
It's down to earth. Bless up,
All
man.
right, one love,
Respect.
family. Easy.
One love.